Welcome to Module 6 for Home Care Workers. This module will discuss the importance of managing injuries you and other home support workers may encounter when providing care to your clients. In this module, we will be discussing what is a stay-at-work return-to-work program, benefits of a stay-at-work return-to-work program, and managing the injury process. Stay-at-work return-to-work. As you have seen before, no matter how safe you and others try to be at your workplace, there may be times when incidents do occur. These incidents may lead to some form of injury to you or others. In fact, home care workers are injured on the job at a higher rate than any other sector. This makes dealing and managing with injuries important. One way to help manage injuries in the workplace is through a stay-at-work, return-to-work program. A stay-at-work return-to-work program is simply a plan to help injured workers return to productive employment as soon as it's safe to do so. Stay-at-work planning is directed at people who have sustained a minor injury or illness and do not need to lose time from work, but may benefit from temporary transitional work modifications. Return-to-work planning is directed at people who have lost time from work due to an injury or illness and need to be reintroduced back to the workplace. Creating a successful stay-at-work return-to-work program requires a team effort. This team may include employers, workers, WCB caseworkers and case management team, relationship manager and WCB consultant, healthcare providers, and union representatives if applicable. Workers' Compensation Board of Nova Scotia, WCB. The Workers' Compensation Board of Nova Scotia, or the WCB, is the province's provider of workplace injury insurance who support injured workers to return to work in a safe and timely manner. They provide income replacement benefits, support rehabilitation, and offer return-to-work assistance. They also provide extended benefits in cases where an injured worker is no longer able to work due to their workplace injury, and support families in the wake of workplace tragedy. The benefits of a stay-at-work return-to-work program include reduces or eliminates lost earnings, helps the worker stay active, minimizes the impact on the worker's family, shifts the focus from what a worker can't do to what they can do, maintains their sense of confidence and value, allows the worker to stay in contact with coworkers and the workplace, and keeps workers involved in employee benefits programs. The managing injury process. When injuries occur, it is important that you and your agency deal with this injury quickly and effectively. To do this, your agency will have developed its own process for managing injuries and will provide training on your role and responsibilities. The following will discuss the general steps that are found in a typical managing injury program. A typical management process consists of the following steps. Step 1. Seek help and report the injury. Step 2. Assess the injury to determine what type of treatment is needed. Step 3. Develop a stay-at-work, return-to-work plan. Step 4. Define the roles and responsibilities of those involved. And Step 5. Determine when and how the worker will return to full-time work. The following will discuss each of these steps in further detail. In the event you do get injured at work, you will need to seek any first aid or medical help you need. Then, as soon as reasonably safe to do so, report the injury to your supervisor and follow their instructions. You will then need to complete any injury reports, and depending on the nature of the injury, you and your agency may need to fill out any workers' compensation forms and/or reports. Sometimes injuries may not be apparent the moment they occur, and symptoms may not appear until hours or days afterwards. In the event you decide to seek medical attention after work hours, it is still important that you report the injury to your supervisor. Your agency has a responsibility to report workplace injuries to the WCB within 5 days of them being reported. Injury assessments. Depending on the injury, your agency may send you to have your injury assessed. This is called a functional abilities assessment and is performed by a healthcare provider, normally a physiotherapist. Even though you do have the right to use your own provider, your agency may have already established a relationship with a particular physiotherapist who is familiar with your agency's work duties and tasks. This will make it easier for them to map out a recovery plan. Developing a plan. After the healthcare provider has assessed the extent of your injuries, they will work with you, your agency, and WCB caseworkers to determine a suitable stay-at-work, return-to-work plan. One strategy they may use is transitional duties. Transitional or modified duties. Transitional or modified duties are any temporary changes to your job that align with your functional abilities after injury. In other words, duties that match what you are able to do. Transitional duties are designed to be meaningful and productive in order to help you recover and contribute valuable work. When you return to transitional duties, your team will work with you to assess and progressively increase your duties as your ability improves. Once transitional duties and return-to-work plans are established, your employer is encouraged to stay in contact with your caseworker to monitor your progress, all in an effort to help you fully recover and safely return to your job. The initial plan is only a starting point for your recovery. As you begin to use your plan, you and the team may notice you may need to make adjustments due to changes in your recovery speed or due to unforeseen issues. That is why it is imperative you keep in contact with the members of your stay-at-work, return-to-work team and inform them of any difficulties or improvements you notice. Once the plan has been developed and implemented, each member of the plan has certain responsibilities they need to maintain. You and other workers are responsible for actively participating in any healthcare treatment as part of your recovery plan, providing your WCB caseworker with any updates or barriers to your recovery plan, explore transitional duties with your employer, ensure you follow the plan as outlined by attending all appointments, treatments, and meetings. Agency. Your agency will need to monitor and change the plan as required, communicate with you on any issues, deal with any issues that arise from the ongoing implementation of the plan, and if changes in the plan are necessary, the supervisor will make them with your agreement and then submit them to the WCB case manager. Workers' Compensation Board. The WCB caseworker will work and collaborate with all parties involved in the planning process, assist in development and management of the plan, weigh evidence, render claim decisions, administer health care and earnings replacement benefits, maintain clear and consistent communication with you, your agency, and health service providers, and adhere to Workers' Compensation Act and WCB policies. Return to work. If the injury you sustained requires you to have time off of work, the release back to full duty indicates that you are capable of performing all essential functions of the pre-injury position. After you return to work, you should still communicate with your supervisor and inform them if any symptoms return. This brings us to the end of Module 6 and the orientation for home care workers. Please click below to complete a short quiz. Once you have completed all 6 modules and all 6 quizzes, you will receive your certificate for this online training. Thank you.